Good morning, dear students. In the previous videos, that is up to 13 parts, we discussed about the types of matrices, addition of matrix, multiplication of matrix, and the difference of matrix, transpose of matrix, and many properties, theorems we solved, as well as we solved exercise 3.1, 3.2 and 3.3 also. At the last part it is completed. Now it is matrix 14. Okay now. But I want to tell you one thing. In the previous chapter, inverse trigonometric functions, in that chapter also I did not conduct any exam because it is somewhat difficulty to conduct the exam on online. It is somewhat difficult for me. Of course, if I am residing at Dharwada at Aryabhat College, okay, it is okay. Because coming to college and taking the classes and conducting on the board itself by writing the questions or something, it is okay. But I am at a distance, at a long distance. That is why I didn't conduct. Even in this chapter also. All these online classes, it is for time being. We are assuming it is for time being, but we don't know. It is a grace of God only. Because it is going on, the problem is going on. You know it well. The corona problem, the lockdown is going on. Okay, that is a different one. Whatever it may be, it is my duty. My duty means the management, college management, and we are the parcel of the college management. It is our duty to give the lessons offline or online, whatever it may be, or live, whatever it may be. And your duty is you by heart those problems, are well versed with those solutions of problems and definitions, properties, whatever it may be. It is up to you. In my opinion, by taking like these classes, online classes, there is a chance that the number of times you may go through the lesson. The live classes you take, in that live classes, only one time, if the student is very concentrate on what the lecturer is giving the lectures and what the lesson is writing on the board, with those things, if the student are very careful and concentrate, only they can receive the lesson well. Whatever it may be the lesson subject, where may be the lectures, that is a different one. But it is only one time. If any student is absent for that class, it is collapsed. It is not possible to again get that lesson. Of course, in the revision classes, by name is a revision classes, no one cares about that one. If any student is interested, that student, no doubt, in the live classes they can. In the very first time, when the lecturer is going on giving the lessons on the board, on the particular given scheduled classes, they can. I am telling you, try to understand. All these are difficult. That is why I am telling. It is one way, this online classes is one way, it is a positiveness. If the profit is there, it is because the number of times you go through this video, number of times. If at a point, at a line, if I am explaining by giving some gesture on the board and I am telling This is the why, by using this formula, by using this definition, this step converted to the next step. Like that I am telling. Anybody, any teacher, lecturer. In the live it is only one time we have to hear and one time we have to see. Whereas in the online classes you can, number of times you can. So that is the purpose. It is one positiveness, in my opinion. It is up to you. Whatever it may be, at last I want to tell the things you by heart and you go through it well. You study this chapter. That is very important chapter. The last video also I told the thing. This chapter in matrices, 2 marks, 1 mark, bit 2 marks, 3 marks, 4 marks, like that. Okay. And the next comes chapter is the determinant. Is based on this matrix. It's very important. So you study it well. Okay now? And this class and maybe one more class, one more video is there. After that one, I want to finish all this chapter matrix. Okay now? Next, Ramesh sir will take the classes, online classes. I don't know the chapter. Of course, he can take one chapter and after finishing off that chapter by the Ramesh sir, and I will take the next determinant. Okay, Nana? That is the thing. Now, I want to go the lesson. You see, this is very important concept. Very, very important. Elementary operations. The concept of elementary operations. It's one application. What is elementary operation means? There are 6 types. There are 6 types of elementary operations of a given matrix, of which, from which 3 are related to the rows and the remaining 3 are related with the columns. Okay now? 1, 2, 3 given only. 1, 2, 3. Okay now? I am mentioning there 6 types, but here I wrote only 3. You may get some doubt because the concept is same, but it is applicable for rows and columns. Interchanging of any 2 rows or 2 columns. Rows about to row, the same concept is same. So one is related with rows and another one also, but taking the same concept for the in the case of columns also. That is why these are 3 properties actually into 2 types. That means about 2 rows and about 2 columns. Here it is clear. 6 different types of elementary operations, of which from which 3 are related with rows and 3 are with the columns. Okay now? Right. Now I am going to explain. Interchanging any 2 rows or otherwise 2 columns. Symbolically, it is very important. Symbolically, it is symbolically. Ri is Rj. It is interchanged. Ri as Rj and Rj as Ra. First row as the second row and second row as the first row. Second row to third row or third row to second row. Like that. It is about to row. Similarly, it is C. Capital C means column. Ci is interchanged to Cj. Symbolically you have to, it is a notation. Okay now? Capital R means the notation for row. Capital C means notation for the column. Here it is given. That means the ith row and jth row are interchanged. Okay now? Otherwise, ith column or jth column are interchanged. If the interchange, that system, that is called as elementary operation. What is the necessary And if we change like that, if we interchange the rows and columns, what will be happen? We will discuss. That is first one. That is Ayathro and Jayatra row are interchanged to each other. Don't confuse with the transformation. That means the transpose of a matrix. There it is a row and column interchange. That is a different one. You don't confuse with that one. Here, row to row, column to column. There the transpose of a matrix, row with column with row. That is a different one. But here, ith row with another row, one row to row, column to column one. That is the thing. In a matrix, second row changed to third row, and the third row changed as a second row. Like this. This is the first one of elementary operation. Next, number 2. I will give an example again. First, I want to explain it. Multiplication of all elements of a row or a column of any given matrix multiplied by a non-zero constant. The product, the multiplication of all elements of a particular row or a particular column of any given matrix by a non-zero constant, That is symbolically Ri implies Kri. We are multiplying with K of that particular row, all the elements of that ith row. That is the meaning. All the elements of ith row or ith column also symbolically. Ith column are multiplied by a non-zero constant K. I will give the explanation, give the example. Here, the first one are interchanged. Simply, all the elements of first row, it will change to second row. And all the elements of second row will be changed as a first row. That is the first concept. Second concept is, in a matrix, if you take one row, say second row, those elements of second row multiplied by a constant 2, a constant 3, just like that is one. Or by taking a column. That is the concept. Finally, the third. The addition of, this is addition, of all elements of one row or one column with the elements of other row or other column multiplying with a constant k. This is important. Multiplying with a constant k. Try to understand it. If you see the one example, easily you can. You see here, the third one is, there is addition of all the elements of one row with the all elements of any other row. You take always row, or otherwise column is a different one. This is understood. You take only row to understand it well. In a given matrix, if a row is there, for example, first row is there, all the elements of first row elements, all the elements of first row are added the elements of second row. But those elements are multiplied by some constant. I will clearly evident. That is symbolically Ri. That implies Ri plus Krj. That means R1, it becomes as, it can be changed as R1 plus some 2 or 3 first row elements are added all the elements of third row with a multiplication of k. Okay, na? With a constant k. Now I will tell you. Clear? Yeah. Okay. Observe me. I want to give the example. With the example, we can understand. Observe me. Suppose one equation x plus y, say it is something, as we are assuming x is equal to 1 and y is equal to 2. 1 plus 2 is 3. Okay now? And 2x plus 3y. 2 into 1 is 2 plus 3 into 2 6. 6 plus 2 is 8. We are given two equations. Okay now? There are two equations with two variables x and y. This is purely algebra. Those equations may be formed in a different way. Let it be. Now, these equations can be written in the matrix form. That is the use of this matrix, all these concepts. As 1, 1, 2, 3. Okay, now? Here it is x, y is 3, 8. This is very simple. We can easily solve by using the algebra. Multiplying with 2, in 2x, 2y is 6. And we subtract the two equations, we get y is equal to something like that. We can solve those equations. But by using the matrix method, how can we solve it? That is the system. Okay. These equations can be written as in the matrix form. Here this is A and this is X and this is some Y or B. Okay now? This is A. So A is, what is A? A is 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3. This is 2 by 2 matrix. Okay now? Okay. Now, it's simply observing. Here, the rows say it is 1, it is 2 equation. If these are given as 2x plus 3y is equal to 8, x plus y is equal to 3. Is there any problem by solving this one? Here, the first equation changed as second equation. The second equation changed as the first equation. Then also by using the algebraic method way, we get x is equal to 1 and y is equal to 2. No problem. So we are changing the equations. So that now, you see, the matrix form is 2, 3, 1, 1. This is A, like this. And it is x, y, it is 8, 3. Okay, Nana? Okay, now. So here A is simply, it will not be changed. Of course, the row, first row, first column, first row, second row will be changed. Okay, now. Here it will be changed. The first row changed to second row here, and the second row changed to first row. There is no any values changed. X is as it is 1, y is as it is 2 only. Simply, we are giving the preference. This is the first equation, that is the second equation, like that. Okay. The positions are changed, but the value of matrix will not be changed. So that is the elementary operations. Okay now? You see, by giving that statement and that definition, the student will not get any clear clarity. But by this one, what is the purpose means? If you, by changing the position of this one, the row and that means the equations, first equation, second equation, first equation, then also the values are same. So, but here A is 1, 1, 2, 3, but A here is 2, 3, 1, 1. Simply the rows are interchanged. Okay, now that is the concept of the first one. You see now, here, one more thing. These equations can be written as y plus x is equal to 3. 3y plus 2x is equal to 8. Now the matrix form for this one is 1 1 3 2 into x. This is y. X is equal to 3 8. Here also if you solve by using the algebraic method, we get the same value. X is equal to 1 and y is equal to 2. Yes, okay. Okay now. But the matrix you see there, here 1 3 is the second row, second column, it will become as the first column. 1 2 is the first column, it goes as a second column. That is the concept of the first row. Okay now, is it clear? Now, similarly, the second and third also. I will give the example for second and third. There also no problem at all. The system will not be changed. The system is as it is, but the positions are simply changed. But at last we get the same value of x and y. Okay now? Right. Now, observe. For second one, I am giving the example. Let capital A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It is a 3 by 3 matrix. Now I want to use the second type of operation, that is a multiplication of all elements of a row. We are taking only row. Okay now, with the multiplication of any non-zero constant. Suppose k is equal to, let k is equal to sum 2 I am taking. See, a is equal to, it is, here we have to write applying, we are applying R1 as k means here it is 2, I am taking 2. 2k, 2R1, yeah. I am taking the first row elements by multiplying with the k means 2 only. Now you see there, by using this application, this elementary operation, this can be changed as 1 into 2, 2. 2 into 2, 4. 2 into 3, 6. Okay now? That is the meaning. And 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, they are same. No problem at all. Don't confuse them. Multiplication of a matrix with a constant k, very beginning I told you. That is a different one. All the elements of the matrix multiplied by that constant. That is a different one. What it is called? The multiplication of a total matrix is multiplied by a constant. All the elements inside the matrix can be multiplied by that constant k. But here it is an elementary operation. Only by taking one row or one column, that the elements are multiplied by a given constant 2. Here also very simple. X plus y is equal to 3 na. 2x plus 3y is equal to 8. I gave that example. Suppose this equation is 2x plus 2y is equal to 6. Any changes there? Just the equation 1 is multiplied by 2. And 2x plus 3y is equal to 8. Now what is the matrix form? Now it is 2, 2, 2, 3. Actually what is the matrix form? A is equal to 1, 1, 2, 3. Here the first row elements are multiplied by the k is equal to 2. 2 into 1 is 2. 2 into 1 is 2. Like that. Okay, that is. But the system will not be changed. What is the position of the rows and columns are changing. Even though the value of x and y will not be changed. Okay, now try to understand. That is the concept. Here, one more thing I want to tell. You see, the same, in the same matrix applying column C2 changed as C2, that is 3 into C2. Okay, now I am multiplying with this 3, the constant, the column 2. So A is equal to, it is 2, 4, 7, first column is same. The third column is also, the third column is also same by taking this one. But the second column is multiplied by 3. 3 into 2, 6. 3 into 5, 15. 3 into 8, 24. It is also A only. If you apply the elementary operation, it will not be changed. The value of that variable will not be changed if we apply the elementary operation. These operations are useful to solve the equation only for the purpose of finding the values of x and y. Okay, Nanda? Now, here I am taking the third one example for this one. You see, for the same, let A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes, this is 3 by 3 matrix. And applying, here I am applying R1 as R1 plus 2 into R3. The R1 is replaced as R1 plus R3 elements multiplied with 2. That is the mean. Okay, now. Here it is A is equal to, that it will not be changed. It is the next is equal to. R1 is changed, R1 is implied. R1 changes as R1 plus 2 into 7. You see, 2 into 7. 2 plus 2 into 8. 3 plus 2 into 9. That is the mean. And as it is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It will not be changed. Only that R1, it will become as R1 plus 2 into R3. All the elements of R1 are added with the elements of R3 but multiplied with the constant 2. That is the mean. So 14, it is 15, 16, it is 8, 18, it is 18 plus 21 and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. Okay, that is the concept of this one. Okay, na? Yeah. Okay. Then next concept, it is the last one in the matrix chapter. It is the last concept. Very important concept. Try to understand. Invertible matrices. Invertible matrices. A condition is there. A is a square matrix. Suppose first capital A is a square matrix of order m. M by m, n by n, 5 by 5, 3 by 3. It is a square matrix. So only one is there. That means m by n. Okay, let it be. A is a square matrix of order m. And if there exists another matrix B, which is of same order m, such that AB into BA is equal to I. I is a unity matrix, identity matrix. Then here B is said to be called as A inverse. If two matrices are there, if we multiply the two matrices, we have to get identity matrix. Okay, now then that matrix A is said to be called as invertible. A is said to be called as invertible, and the notation for that one is A inverse. Suppose A is a matrix, A is a square matrix, another matrix is there. It is not compulsory. If there is another matrix, with the condition that if we multiply the given matrix with that another matrix B, we have to get I. Not only AB is equal to BA. In the matrix AB, not necessary to equal to BA. A into B, first A, next B, gives some matrix, say C. B into A, first B, next A, it will not be equal to C. Maybe or may not be. It is not compulsory. In the matrix that will come like that, okay. Okay, leave it on. So here A is a matrix and B is also another matrix if possible, if it existed. With what condition? If you multiply AB or BA also. The multiplication of matrix is not necessary. Follow the commutative law. AB, BA, not necessary. That is also condition here. That must be A into B, B into A must be I. It gives the identity matrix. Then this new another matrix B is called as the inverse of A and is denoted by A inverse. At that time we say that the A is an invertible matrix. Invertible matrix means it is having inverse. That is the thing. By this example, easily we can understand. A is a square matrix, 2 by 2 matrix, 2, 3, 1, 2. And B, of course, suppose there is another matrix B, 2 minus 3 minus 1, 2 is there. It is a different matrix. If we multiply these two, you see now, AB, 2, 3, 1, 2, 2 minus 3 minus 1, 2. This is B and it is our matrix. If we multiply 2 2's 4, 3 into minus 1 minus 3, row into column, again 2 into second row, 2 into minus 3 minus 6 plus 3 into 2 6. Here also 1 into 2 second row first column, 1 into 2 2, 2 into minus 1 minus 2, 1 into minus 3 minus 3, 2 into 2 4 plus 4. 4 minus 3, 1, this is 0, this is 0, 4 minus 3 is 1. So it is identity matrix. Okay, na? If you multiply BA also, you take B first and A next, then also we get the same I. It is given to you, you try to solve it. So in this case, AB is nothing but BA, that is equal to I in both cases. AB, A first, B next. Or BA, B first, A next. But I didn't solve this one here, BA. It is given to you. AB is giving identity matrix. Similarly, it is similarly, BA is also it will come. Then AB should be A should I. We are following this condition. Then A, B, the new matrix B is said to be called as inverse. B is the inverse of A. Here one more thing is, for B also A is a new matrix. We are assuming A is a given matrix and there is another matrix B. So that A, B should be A should I. Okay. B is inverse of A like this. Here in a reverse way also, B into A into B. You see here. B into A, B into A into B. For B, B is inverse. For B, A is inverse also. Okay, you try to understand. So, otherwise, A is inverse of B. So, the first one, B is inverse of A means, this is the notation. B is the inverse of A. So, B is equal to A inverse. Or otherwise, A is inverse of B. So, A is equal to B inverse. Both is there. Okay, now try to understand. That is the thing. Yeah. Okay. By using that invertible matrices, we know the definition. That is invertible matrix. When we call, if a matrix, if square matrix is having the inverse, it is not compulsory. If there exists another matrix whose product is I, then it is containing the inverse matrix. Then that matrix is called as invertible matrix. Okay, we know it well, the definition. We solved one example also. Now there are two theorems, very important theorems. This theorem is asked number of times in the previous exam. Okay, now it is also. The first one is the uniqueness of inverse. The inverse of a square matrix is unique. Unique means only one and only one matrix is there for a given matrix as an inverse. Okay, now only one inverse is there. That is uniqueness. It is important. Proof. I want to prove. You see, suppose let A is equal to Aij. It is n by n. Is a square matrix. Is a square matrix. Okay. Suppose B and C are two inverse matrices for n. Our concept is we have to prove that there is only one inverse matrix for a given matrix A. Suppose there are two. If it is possible, we are taking two matrices A, B and C, which are inverse matrix of capital A. That means it is not possible. Here we have to show that B is equal to C. Okay, we are taking two different inverse matrices. At last, we prove that B is equal to C means there is no another extra inverse matrix. Only one and only is there. But we are taking, suppose B and C are two inverse matrices for the matrix A. That implies by definition AB is equal to BA is equal to I na. So it is one equation. Similarly, AC is equal to CA is equal to I. It is second one. Okay na? By assuming B and C are inverse of matrix, given matrix A, then we get this one, this condition. Consider, you see very, okay. Consider B is equal to Bi. Any matrix multiplied by unit matrix, identity matrix, it is the same the given matrix. Add this B into, instead of I, by using the equation 2, I wrote AC. Will you agree? AC. Because I is nothing but AC in the equation 2. From the equation 2. Here it is BA into C by using the associative law. By associative law. Associative law is there. Okay, na? Associative law. This is associative law. B into AC product. BA into C, both are same. That is without proof. Our syllabus is like that. We gave we discussed about the statement of the properties of multiplication of matrices. B into AC is element, BA into C. BA by equation 1, it is I into C. That is IC. What is I into C? Is simply C. Okay, na? I into C. It is multiplied by unit matrix. So it will get C. Okay, na? So at last, what we proved? We consider B and we prove C. Okay, na? That means B and C are different inverse matrices, we assume. But at last we proved that these are same. They are same. So here the inverse matrix is unique. Hence the theorem. Okay, na? Right. That is the one property. Now, observe. It's a dated one. Be careful. If A and B are two inevitable matrices of same order, that is important. Then AB whole inverse is equal to B inverse into A inverse. In the transpose also, AB whole transpose is B transpose, A transpose, reverse. Here also same, reverse. Okay, now we have to prove this one. You see that, observe. Proof. Okay, now consider AB into AB whole inverse. I am taking AB because A and B are two inevitable matrices. That is a given is there by given. Then the product AB is also a matrix. AB whole inverse is also inverse of that matrix. Okay, I am taking that one. And you see it. Here by using this X inverse, is it not equal to I? Any matrix X, of course it is AB. The product of two matrices is again a matrix. Will you agree? Yeah. It is X. And X inverse gives I by definition. Okay, now it is by definition. It is a definition of inverse matrix. Is there? Okay, now? Yeah. On both sides, we multiply with A inverse. Okay, now? It is A inverse into I is there. Don't confuse. Here the consideration is important. We have to remember that one. AB into AB whole inverse is I. How? We are given A and B are two different matrices of same order which are inverse together, which are inverse. That means separately A is containing A inverse, B is containing B inverse. They are two different matrices but same order. By multiplying AB, again a new matrix C. This is C inverse just like. So it will give I, identity matrix. And I am multiplying on both sides with A inverse. What will happen? We will see. Here it is A inverse into A into B. It is AB whole inverse is equal to A inverse only. Because A inverse is a matrix. If you multiply with the identity matrix I, then A inverse only. Any matrix is multiplied I is that matrix only. Here I am changing the order. A inverse into AB. A inverse A into B. Okay, now? By using this associative law. Here it is I. A inverse into A. A into A inverse. The product of matrix with its inverse is giving I like this. So this is I B. This is I B. It is AB whole inverse is equal to A inverse. IB is simply B null. It's B here also. Into AB whole inverse is equal to A inverse. Again we multiply with B inverse on both sides. B inverse on both sides. It is yes. Will agree? On right and left side I am multiplying with B inverse. Here also on the left side only, left side of the B inverse into B. Here also B inverse into A inverse. On both sides we are multiplying with the B inverse. Here B inverse into B will become as I. The B matrix is multiplied by its inverse. They are invertible matrix. So we get I. And it is AB whole inverse is equal to B inverse into A inverse. Okay now? Then I into anything is simply that thing. That matrix. Okay na? So we get AB whole inverse is equal to B inverse A inverse. Okay na? It is the power. Okay na? Like that. So logically the proofs are there. Okay na? Try to by heart all these concepts. These concepts is over. Everything is over. Please try to understand it. You study it well. I told many times the method is repeating. If you get suppose in these steps you get some doubt here, you again repeat this one. At that point you pause, you get the pause on that video, then you see slowly. Okay now you can understand, or by hearing my voice like that. These are very important concepts. All are okay. The last exercise is there. The next video I will tell you.